Rachel, to see, to have young people involved in boat building. To be involved in boats is quite natural because we are an island, and therefore boats are commonplace everywhere we go. But to have them involved in boat building is quite unusual. And the idea here is that they be involved in boat building, and that leads on to all the skills of using boats and so on.
Do you find that the young people that have worked here, have you seen a change in their confidence level and their self-esteem?
Very, very much so. Very much so. They come here. There's a lovely neutral environment, a lovely friendly atmosphere, and they're doing things that they've never done before or that they've never dreamt of, and that's wonderful.
I imagine, especially in a community like Limerick that has a lot of social challenges, that we're trying to tell that story of positivity, of that sort of change, that hopefully these kids are taking that back out into their environment and back to their families.
Oh, very much so. And there are a wide range of needs of the young people themselves. Unfortunately, a lot of them, they have been on the edge of the educational system, and this is one of the factors that encourages them to, for those who have left learning possibly, to get back into learning again. But as you say, it's the whole self-esteem and self-worth, and that's very much what it's about. I mentioned the AK ILEN, the boat that's been restored, and right beside me here we have a piece of work which is it's woodwork, but it's art. It is, as you can see, it's a work of art. The timber, from what I recall, the timber I think came from Canada, and there were about 28 or 29 pieces of timber, and they were all over months and months of work. They were all bound and glued together, and I think the two pieces, when they were lifted together by about the 40 young people who were involved in the project, I think they weighed about a ton, and as you can see, they've been filed down, planed down into a work of art, and we are just waiting to see this sitting in the centre of the ship. And I hope to be on board when the mast is put into the ship. So.
You were telling me the symbolism in some ways of this mast because of the number of people that have worked on it. Can you tell me just about that? Tell me about who has made this mast.
The young people would go from, say, those who are maybe 13, 14-year-old to those who would be maybe in their 30s and 40s. Some of them are on the edge of the community, they would say that themselves. But when they come here, they have, as I say, there's a wonderful atmosphere. They feel unchallenged and unthreatened, and they all have been involved in this in some way or other, you know. And as you can see around, there are different boats being built, and the school itself has had a boat for the last number of years, and their boat has been painted, repaired, and we are ready to, they're washing the sail at the moment, as you see this morning, and they are ready to hit the water with all that means by way of giving them all the skills of water safety, sailing, and you hope lots that will lead on from them.
What do you think it is about this space that makes kids respond in a way that maybe they didn't respond to a school program or an intervention program? What is it about that's happening here?
It is, as you can see, it's formal. I mean, there are classes exactly as they have elsewhere, but it's in an informal setting. It's very unchallenging, and if young people want to do different things, they can do it. That's not possible in the classroom or in the formal system, but here they can do different things and interesting things. So it's very, very successful. And of course, when we see when they go down later next month, they're going down to see the AK ILEN and to see the ship and to see the little pieces that they may have contributed to it. I mean, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us? about your work here?
The work is no doubt it's exciting, and we are hoping to get more and more people involved, more and more young people involved. The fruit of it all will be when we see young people recreating themselves on the river, and that's the aim, really, you know.
I think you'll be there quite soon.
Yes, let's hope so.